It's the same thing with like balancing of Final Fantasy XIV. The creators of the game actually play the game, so they can actually balance it a bit better. I mean, it makes more people sweaty, but I think that's fine. I don't see a problem with that. The thing with such a game, there's always gonna be people that are sweaty about it. But I think not publicly releasing drop rates is fine. Is this left hand? You think I'd be fletching on stream if it wasn't left hand? Yeah, it's left hand. They are old and think they should go back to the good old days. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Look, I'm very much on the I'm very much on the modern side of it. Like, you know, doing clue scrolls and stuff. If you have to go back to like not knowing anything about clue scrolls, like that's annoying. Not having like the puzzle helper and stuff, that's annoying. Even like if they removed quest helper now, that would be annoying. But the thing is, like, if players want to play that way, then let them play that way, right? Just don't force it on others. Or just don't take it away from the majority of the player base either. You've tasted the good shit, like you can't go back. It's kind of like playing without RuneLight now if you're so used to RuneLight. And I think that's why some people like Bodhi, a lot of streamers, a lot of like hardcore old streamers, they don't really use RuneLight as much. I know It's Will doesn't really, Bodhi doesn't. And I think they're just trying to keep it to like, they're not as tainted. You know, because once you get up to a level, it's just impossible to go back. It's the same with like consumer goods and stuff. Once you get a certain level of like, say you go on a holiday and you stay at like a 6 out of 10 hotel and you normally stay at a 4 out of 10 or a 3 out of 10 hotel, it's going to be a lot harder to go back than go up, right? It's always harder to go back than to go forward. But if you never tasted the good shit, then how would you know? You're satisfied. You're content. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why a lot of the OG streamers, especially, don't really want to touch the RuneLight features. But does that mean they shouldn't be in the game? No. Should still be in the game, in my opinion. If they don't want to use it, that's cool. Don't force it on them. Then again, you know. I don't know, that's just my take on it. Like, what do I know? I'm not a game dev, I'm not anything. I'm just a stupid person that plays this game, you know. I'm just a stupid person that has too much time on the internet. I mean, if people want to play without looking up stuff like guides and figure it all out themselves, they can easily do that. Yeah, well, exactly. 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 I think the problem with a lot of things is the sweats telling you how to play the game. I think well, not the sweats, but like happens with streamers a lot. There's like people backseat you, like, you know, you can gain like 5 extra XPs per hour doing this method, or like new players, and then people are like, no, you have to play the game this way. No, play the game how you enjoy. It's your playthrough, right? It's not anyone else's. I would just rather not waste my time figuring out stuff people have already figured out, and that's the way you like to play, right? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. As I said, regardless of the drop rates being released, they're gonna be released anyway, because people are just gonna figure it out. It's just the reality of an MMO, right? Like, people want to find the most sweaty, efficient ways to do things. And that's valid, because they want to get efficient money per hour, etc., etc., you know? Don't cosmetics come today? The speedrunning ones? Autumn does stupid stuff over chat. Peepo claps and hypes her up. Ornament kits? Oh yeah, that was today, I think, yeah. God forbid people got an accurate measure of how valuable an item should be based on how hard it is compared to how much demand there is for it. The thing about item demand, buy and demand in a game like RuneScape with an MMO setting is there's always going to be like the market power of buy and demand. I don't think there's any way to like avoid that. As long as the item is tradable, right? Like some people just want to play what's best. Yeah, and some people like just learning it themselves, you know, they don't like all the information shoved into them.